and welcome back to Greenhill Junction. So this video is going to continue on from fitting the Hornby TTS sound to my A4s, and that I'm now going to attempt to fit a new speaker. This is a iPhone 5 speaker, I think. When you look online, loads of people tell you that you should put these in instead of the stock Hornby speaker. So let's give it a go. The worst that can happen is it will cost me another 30 odd quid for a new chip because I've fried this one, and I suppose if it turns out there's better sound, then I'm on to a winner. So I'll get this taken apart, get the chip out because I'm certainly not going to solder anything or start cutting things when the chip's in the connected to the loco in the tender, and we'll see how we get on. And then at the end we'll compare it to the sound from the Hornby one, because Woodcock still has a standard Hornby TTS chip and speaker in it, and we'll see if there's any difference. Right, so get this apart and then we'll get on to changing the speakers. Right, that's the chip out. If you want to see how I put these chips in and out, I'll put a link for the video where I fitted the TTS to this loco. So those of you, if anyone's not seen a TTS chip before, you've got the plug, that, which I think is the amplifier, and then the stock Hornby speaker, this round one. And I've got no experience of TTS before, so I thought the sound was alright out of that, to be quite honest. But going with the flow, as they say, and seeing what the iPhone speaker sounds like. So if I can actually find where I put my wire cutters. On the floor, of course, where else would I have put them? So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut it right at the speaker, because I might end up needing this for something else, or if this all goes horribly wrong, refitting this. So I want to leave a little bit of wire. So I'll probably cut it about there, just to give me a wee bit of wire left. Right, so that's that. Now with the iPhone speaker, I'm reliably told that it doesn't matter what wire you put on what connection, it just works. So all I need to do is strip these wires, very carefully solder them on, and then we should be good to go. Now I'm not going to show you that because my soldering is horrendous, and it's, to be honest, I find it hard enough without trying to film it, and with a camera in the way. So let me get this done off screen, and then we'll see what difference it makes. Right, that's that done. I've reconnected it all back up. These wires are so fine. They only a tiny bit of solder to actually put them on. The other thing I have done as well is, if I zoom in on the tender, so I've put it all back together, but I've not put the speaker in the compartment there where the Hornby speaker goes. Oops, where that goes, because that won't fit. So I have speaker fitting issues, and it's also on the program track because, to be honest, I was worried I'd blow things up. So I thought if it sits there, then it's all good. Now the one thing I immediately noticed is the Hornby speaker, when it was idle as such, with no sound coming out it, there was a very noticeable buzz from it, and I can't hear that from the iPhone speaker. So that means it's not working, or it doesn't have that buzz. So one thing for it, let's find out if it is working or not. So if we slide in, was it 21? Now, because I don't have a rolling rod, I can't test the chuffing right now, so we'll need to go with some chimes. So I've got long chime selected, so let's give it a go. You see Sir Mara Wilson. Hey, it works. I amaze myself sometimes. Right, let's try a blow down or something like that. Let's see how some steam sounds. Sound quite good. Cylinder maybe. Okay. Guard's whistle is always a favourite. Sounds quite crisp and clear. Right, so the only thing for it is to really compare the two. So the only fair comparison to do is to obviously get this all back together and put the tender top on. That will well, muffle from sound essentially because it's a bit of plastic. With regards to where to fit the speaker, I do have electrical tape for that, so I'm going to wrap that up in some electrical tape to prevent any shorting. But my thinking is to just, I've got some white tack and just sort of white tack the speaker onto that void underneath those wires. Seems to be about the most sensible place to put it. So let me get that done. We'll get the two side by side and see what we think about any difference in sound. So back in a bit. Right, that's them both back together. Or that's Sir Mara Wilson back together, and they're both on the track. What I want to show you just now, or let you hear just now, is the difference in the speakers, like the hum I was talking about from the Hornby one. So if I take you in close to Sir Mara Wilson, if you can, oops. Okay, now compare it to Woodcock, which has the Hornby speaker in it. Now hopefully you can hear that, but I can definitely hear that there is no electrical hum coming from that one, but there is from that one. So there's one advantage straight away. So let me get the tripod set back up, the Z21 in front of us, and we will see if there's any sound difference. Right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's go for it. See what happens. Right, so let's see. Don't have a rolling road, so can't really. Don't want to set them both off at the same time. So we'll just do some sounds and see what sounds better. So let's do the long chime first. Yeah, definitely clearer in the iPhone and Sir Mara Wilson. There was almost some crackle actually towards the end of that. And Woodcock. Let's put on the drive and Sir Mara Wilson and just get the idling sound and see what that sounds like. And again Woodcock. To me the iPhone speaker is definitely sounding crisper and clearer, which is good. What else can I do? Brake maybe? Ear shattering in either mode, but again crisper and clearer on the iPhone. Right, you know what? Let's get them moving. What I'll do is I'll set some other off, maybe around the corner, and then we'll bring it to a stop, and then we'll do the same with Woodcock, and just I don't know. What we can do is see what the difference is. So let me check I've got this working. Yeah, I can swing around, that's all good. Right, so drive. I'll just stop it there. Ooh. Now, why is the sound stopped? Ooh, that's not good. Right, that's going to need some investigation, but let's go back to woodcock. I bet you one of my electrical connections is cables, and we'll do the same with that. And just bring her to a halt before she crashes into Samara Wilson. Oh, had a wee bit of an electrical short there as well, I'm doing well. Switch the sound off. Right, so apart from the little electrical gremlins there that I'll need to investigate, I would say the iPhone speaker is clearer and crisper and certainly louder as well. Now bear in mind my last video I turned both these down to volume 2 and I've not changed that. So yeah, there is, I would say, better sound quality coming out of the iPhone, and certainly louder, clearer. Is it worth doing? Well, if you want to, I guess. I got 4 iPhone speakers for about £12–13 online. So it's not an expensive job to do, it's not a particularly fiddly job to do. But you get the same sounds but clearer, so it's really up to yourself. To be honest, to get rid of the hum that I tried to show you, I think that's the biggest advantage. That hum from the Hornby speakers is really strange and quite annoying at times. So if only for that, it's probably a good thing to do. If you don't want to fiddle about with it, if you're quite happy with the sounds that come out of it, I would say just leave it. There's not a spectacular difference in the sounds, but I don't know, leave me your comments, tell me what you think. Do you think it's worth it or not? Did you notice a difference? Because everyone hears something different. Thanks for watching, hope you found that helpful, and yeah, subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. Thanks, bye.